Well, guys, we have accepted payment on the 2006 trailer. We had someone buy it off of RV Trader, and that was a lovely sort of frictionless experience. I feel really weird, like elation,
yeah,
and sad all at the same time. It really needed to happen.
I'm gonna miss it. We took that trailer a lot of places.
So many places. We have so many good memories.
It's good to simplify, right? So now we've got less to worry about.
Less to worry about. So what we're going to do next is we're going to help the new owner get hooked up. So lots to do. We'll get back with you later and let you know how it all turns out.
Yep.
So many good memories in this rig. A little sad to see it go. Updates. Been a weird week, you guys. Monday, someone came and looked at the trailer from RV Trader. We found that was really where we had the most success. We tried Craigslist and Marketplace, and we got a lot of, is this available? A couple tire kickers, nothing major. But RV Trader, people are going there for a pretty specific reason. So we lucked out, and in under 5 weeks of having it listed on RV Trader, we picked the 6-month option. But anyway, it's sold, it's paid for, the check has cleared. They were super cute. They sent us a text message with their dog on the couch when the trailer arrived at its new location. We need to close some loops though. I need to cancel the storage for that trailer. I need to cancel the insurance for that trailer, and I'll probably get a refund check for that because the insurance is paid through the end of December. Let's see what else. I need to do the registry of motor vehicles and cancel the plates. And then I need to take the money that has cleared the bank already, and I am going to pay off the Tommy Bahama completely. So that removes the Tommy Bahama payment, that removes the storage payment, and that takes my monthly insurance rate down by one whole Airstream, which I think is fantastic. So that's money coming in, guys. Anytime you can get money coming back in, we're winning the day. I had hoped at the end of this month, Labor Day weekend, where Andrew and I will both have a long weekend together, that we could have flown to Massachusetts to go see his 100-year-old grandmother. She just turned 100. And that woman is a firecracker. She'll forget more in one day than I'll know in my entire life. She's just amazing. But Graham maybe is showing some signs of her age, and so Andrew felt compelled to fly out. This is a crazy schedule. He's flying from San Antonio to Boston on Friday, and he's visiting Grandma on Saturday, and at 9 a.m. on Sunday, he's flying back here because he goes back onto call early Monday morning. It's a tight schedule. I had hoped we'd be able to go together at the end of the month, but 100 years old. You just never know. So we front loaded that, and unfortunately, the last minute ticket and stuff, it was cost prohibitive for me to join him. I'm really glad he went, and I hope he enjoys his day with his Gram. She's awesome. What else? Which leaves me flying solo this weekend, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. But whatever it is that I end up doing, I'll bring you guys along, and we'll see what we get done.
So we've had this Airstream for several years now, and basically it's got good bones, but it's a project that needs quite a lot of work, and it's just something we haven't found the time to do. I like it. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's either a 62 or a 63. The body is really in great shape. Needs a little help with some of the steel areas, but the base aluminum body is looking good, we feel like. Started to polish it down here just to see what it would look like, and it's beautiful. Frankly, it's great. The potential for shining this up is just amazing. This has been 2 years. Got a preliminary polish, not even a full polish, and look at it. So it's gonna be awesome. Could be awesome. Might eventually be awesome. Hard to say. Sometimes I wonder, with this canvas here like it is, what we've learned about all the trailers that we've had since this one has been here sitting, makes me wonder exactly what potential this trailer has for us. Smaller than the Tommy, single axle, would have to be built lighter than a lot of things are now for a trailer of this length, but the potential, I think, is real.
With Andrew gone, I'm working on the coatings on the truck, and I'm hoping to be able to get that done before it gets too hot. It's still pretty early in the day. It's like a little bit like lipstick on a pig. I can't color correct. I don't really have a garage, and so I'm just kind of putting something on, hoping that something is better than nothing. I'm taking this spray, and then that removes all the residual waxes and stuff, and then after that I put on a ceramic coat that's spray on, and then a gloss booster on top of that. It's not perfect, but it's improved. That's what this is all about, just maintaining what I have. I didn't film much of it. I have the roof left to do, and once that's done, I think I need to go get in the AC. I don't know if a previous owner had tried to have the clear coat fixed. I'm not really sure, but this is what this is what the roof is looking like here. But these scratches look very deep and directional. I just don't understand, these scratches just seem too deliberate. This stuff is supposed to remove wax and residual products from it, but I don't know. Take it in sections and see how it goes. I don't know if you guys can see it. That is the best I can do with the materials that I have. That flaky white stuff has come off, but you can still kind of really see it. But at least it has some sort of protective coating as opposed to no protective coating. So I'm gonna go with it. I just need to maintain the equipment that I have. I'm not in the market for a new truck. Already, bird poop, wow. I think Andrew and I are sometimes a little lazy or cavalier about washing the truck because it's a cosmetic thing, not a mechanical thing. If nothing else, it looks better clean. It looks maintained. Andrew should be back tomorrow. I had planned today to do the truck and then go under the trailer and work on the next segment, like of prep, so we can do painting, and then to finish up some stuff that we sort of skipped or was low priority or was easily reachable on the hitch end as well. But I just don't think I can do that with this heat. It's just too much. I gotta go to the house. I gotta deal with the pool. And while I'm there, I'm gonna take advantage of the laundry machines. Whew, wow, is it hot and humid today? Yikes. Go check the pool. You guys would not believe the level of Mary Poppins happening today. Coffee break. I brought it from home, iced, knowing what this was gonna be like, but I do actually keep coffee and a swimsuit and stuff here at the house, clothes, whatever I need. I just sort of keep a little assortment, pajamas in case I'm staying over. So, but today I can't just do the pool and split. I have equipment coming from work, so I'm going to need to wait and so I can sign for it. It's gonna be a time suck, but I can't wait for Andrew to get back and have a nice meal and catch up with what he's got going on. Best part of my day so far. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Look at the hydrophobics. Look at that. Just feeds right up. Oh, it's nice. Get the bird poop off. It does work. That's awesome.
Glad to be back. Got plenty of work to do on the Airstream today, so gonna launch right into that. But did want to say it was a quick trip, but I'm glad I went. I suppose if we had taken a little more time, gone maybe the holiday weekend at the end of the month, both of us could have gone, maybe spent a little more time. But ultimately, I'm glad I went. Took the time to go. Had an action-packed day hanging out with my 100-year-old grandmother, and she was happy to see me, and it was nice to kind of catch up. and had a good time, and I'm glad I went. Just jumping in here where I left off, we had done the heat tape wrap here, and I realize it is 100 degrees, but it's one of those things we want to be prepared for, just in case. Directions, you can read them. I can't see through the back of the paper, so I guess I won't be able to read them. I think we have a visitor.
Look at the size of this.
Okay.
Huge.
It is.
I'm tearing things apart inside. I can't find my wallet.
Yeah.
Not the wallet with my driver's license, but the other wallet that I keep all the spare stuff in.
Okay.
So I gotta tear stuff apart. So if you hear me,
Okay.
that's what I'm doing.
All right. I'm doing this. I think in my head I was going to wrap this in a spiral, but ultimately I think I may do something different. I may just do a section and an overlap section, and I think it'll cover everything pretty well. We should have plenty of material to do it that way. I measured a piece lapped around the pipe, and it actually winds up being exactly the width of my water filter, so I can just hold it up against here. It'll give me a surface that I can cut on. So I'm just going to cut it with a razor blade real quick. I really like that. Fits nice and tight. I really like this stuff, the way it works. It's got a nice adhesive quality to it where it's sticky, but not so sticky that if you touch it, it's permanently there. So I've got it in place now. Don't have it secured with zip ties, which I was pretty sure I might need. But the adhesive is holding it for now, and I like that. I've got it pretty much covering the entirety of the pipe up to where the barb fitting is so that it doesn't interfere. And I think it will do its job to keep the pipes insulated if and when we get to colder conditions. So one of the things we've seen in touring other Airstreams is that this type of outlet is used in the nightstand, kind of up in the corner. And we've got one, so we're going to install it in here. And then the second phase of the project is going to be making an outlet available for this on the bottom side unseen. I've got a plan for that, but this part first. If I remember correctly, it was the Pottery Barn that had the outlet here, and it still left room for a reading light. And all that is going to come together because we've got a plan to remove one of these spots and put a fan there. I just have to be careful that it's not too far jammed into the corner because the wall is on a little bit of a slope, and I don't want it to bump the wall and not go all the way down in the retractable position. And I need to not interfere with the little wood framing. My main fear is the drill kind of kicking out of my hands with the torque, so I've shut down the speed a little bit. Maybe I've got better control. We'll see. Do you remember that time we caught a vacuum on fire with sawdust in the other Airstream?
That was a bad day.
Yeah. Turns out you can't really vacuum like fine sawdust.
That ended up being a flaming vacuum because we ripped it and threw it straight out the Airstream door.
Threw it out the door. Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting day. Let's see how we're gonna fit here. Tangled. There we go. Huh. All right, so I do have a slight scratch here next to where the drill kicked out of my hands for a second, but I think the good news is that with this positioned in place that you can't see the scratch, so no harm, no foul there. And this is what it'll look like down, and yeah, happy with that. Forward facing, Or do you want them on maybe like a 45-degree angle?
I don't know, that's up to you.
So if we go like this, they'll kind of face generally towards the bed.
I guess fitment on how it's going to fit in the corner will actually matter.
Yeah. But the good news is I can see with the pitch of the wall, we shouldn't have any issues. Thinking about this, if you leave it square, the cords run forward and you can kind of run them away. If they point towards the bed, you wind up with the cords all running towards the bed. Maybe they get tangled in the blankets. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how it really is. It's easy enough to reach under, loosen and turn. That's what we were aiming for right there. I think I like the spacing. We'll have to decide if the straightforward cords make sense or if there's a different angle that makes maybe a little more sense. So here's how all of this is going to come together. That fits down. It occupies kind of a little bit of a dead space way in the back corner here. And then on that wall, we'll put the outlets. Now, the Airstream is designed with this cover, and this is essentially covering some dead space. And we're going to take advantage of that to cover the backside of the outlet in a place where you won't see it. And the front side of the outlet will go in here. A couple of our viewers asked us about making sure the axles were still straight. What we're going to do is figure out if we've messed with the axle by adding the lift and got it slightly out of square with the trailer frame. Imagine we have a center line down the trailer. We want the axles perpendicular. So if we use the jack, ideally the ball would be the best thing, but it might be easier to use the jack to measure diagonal back to the axle on both sides and see that we've got the same measurement going to both sides. See how we do. You can see that I have it on an angle vaguely direct, hoping to replicate the angle to go to the other side of the trailer. Got the tape measure running from the center of the hitch biased slightly to this side. Tight, as tight as I can get it. And I've got 177 3/8. So what I'm gonna look for is the same point on the other side. I wanna see 177 3/8. That tells me the axle is perpendicular to the point that we're using to tow. I think I see 209 7/8. $209 3/4. Whew. So that was 209 3/4. 1/8 of an inch. Am I concerned about 1/8 of an inch? Or is that just a product of measurement? I think that's pretty close. I think being 1/8 of an inch off, the distances we're talking about, the size of the axles, the wheels, everything else, I think that's basically white noise. I think an out of balance tire would actually be worse than that tiny, tiny measurement that we may or may not be out of alignment. I think the measurements I'm doing may not really be accurate enough to be sure that we're actually slightly out. I think it's pretty close. I think it's close enough. If you find our projects entertaining or educational, please feel free to ask us a question or leave a comment. And please click that subscribe button. It really helps us out. And we'll see you next week.